Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Allison Cruz, and you guys have picked the perfect time to be welcomed back to Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. Last time, we rescued a toad from deep within the confines of the old factory, in which we really saved EGAD a lot of time and money on a potentially lengthy and expensive lawsuit. So it's time to finish off the area with a bit of a showtime at the top of the tower. So let's get it going. All right, Luigi, ready to take a gander at that security camera image? Indeed. So it's another one of these where the game will struggle to run it. That area is just behind the clock tower gate. You don't say. Another possessor? Wish I could say I was surprised. Anywho, he and these ghosts seem to be headed to the top of the tower. We know this. There's no need to like bang it into my head, you know? So we tilt the 3DS, even though he did hand us a Nintendo DS OG, but we can go and zoom in. Look at the smile on this guy's face. He has never been happier in his life. He's just surrounded by friends. Also, I can't really, there we go. That sack, is that a painting inside? Why are the boos guarding it so closely? Yeah, something familiar. Gee, I wonder what it could be. It's almost like this game is trying to take its plot seriously or something. Another boo using those spirit balls to create illusions. Who gave them that ability? They can't have just started doing that on their own. Wow, that seems like an oddly definitive statement that is based off of zero facts or conjecture. It's just, I don't know, man. What is this guy doing up there? Don't jump! You have a whole death ahead of you. But anyways, of course, I wonder how each one of those possessor ghosts got a hold of a dark moon piece. That can't be a coincidence. Yeah. But anyways, he's leading a bunch of ghosts upstairs, so that's no good. That glow coming from outside the limits of the image gives me a very bad feeling. It's almost like there's an evil presence ordering the possessors to guard the dark moon pieces. Yeah, gee, I wonder what evil villain that they didn't possibly show within the first 15 seconds of the game could possibly be. I could ponder forever, but we need to get to the top of the tower. I know. Yes, I got the rotor. I haven't moved 1 inch. Yo-ho. Excellent. You'll need to install it near the big clock face. I trust you know exactly how to do that. Oh, hey, I forgot you had those. Well, don't forget our precious clock hands. Thank you. I guess I'll just screw myself and do it all on my own. There we go. What's so funny? It's a good thing you have such deep pockets in those overalls. We just like, okay. Don't break the fourth wall now. All right, it's showtime. Stand your guard. The possessor ghost is likely. How many times are you gonna say that? Be careful and look alive. Finally. So close, yet so far away, Luigi. But here we are, back at the clock tower gate, and we already know where we need to go. But if we really wanted to try to leave and get some extra money in the process, we're gonna get some more angry phone calls. Hello? Luigi, where do you think you're going, son? We've worked so hard for this moment. Open that blasted gate. Okay, isn't it this way? Ooh, maybe not. All right. Way to be the old gatekeeper, Professor. Hello? Luigi, the clock tower gate is waiting to be opened. You're not scared of that possessor ghost, are you? No, I would only be afraid if he was quite overweight. Possibly overset, but we'll see. But for the third and final time, Luigi, quit being such a whippersnapping ninny and get to the clock tower. Not as good as last time, or at least, actually, could we have even done this at the Haunted Towers? I don't remember, I'll have to check that out, but here, let's do this. And we fixed the clock tower gate, but we still need to figure out what time it is we need to put it on. So if you had ever checked in here, all the clocks will have signified a very specific time, and it looks like time is 7:30. So let's go ahead and rotate it as such and make our way through. Finally appease the old man's desires, his dying wish perhaps, but there we go-ish, just a little more. Yeah, there we go. Gotta go all the way up there, and it might take a second because there is some treasure to be found. First of all, that thing that was right next to this clock mysteriously disappeared. I don't remember ever having grabbed this before, but we bring it back to life, and you will give me money for days. So this is one of the few boss stages that will give you just ludicrous amounts of cash, so don't worry about anything. And this is also the only boss mission that you'll be able to find a gem. So this clears us of any wrongdoing, and we have a new model waiting for us. So let's start making our way up, because you can actually spend a lot of time, ironically, going through this area, but there's a lot of money to be found. And you want to be careful when going through, because you're gonna have bats just kind of trolling you, doing damage, which is super annoying. What are you doing? Go away. Get in there at least. There you go. Okay. What's annoying about grabbing some of this money also is just the enemies that drop money, it just will fall through the grates. All right. There we go. Yeah, nothing like old-fashioned death. Yeah. Give me. What the? There we go. Okay, so there's a chest, but every time I've tried to go in there to grab it, there's always been like a dive bombing bat that comes and just wrecks my business. Like, no matter what I do, I just want to be sure that I don't get any cheap damage taken on me. He just comes out of nowhere. I guess I probably killed him. He was a little rambunctious, and that wasn't even worth it. All right, fine, I'm going. So, yeah, very spooky area, but still a cool one nonetheless. There's a couple of coins on the wall, but not really super worth it. So we make it up here. Oof. All right, listen here, fellas. Not today. Oh, hi, I see you. There we go. Yeah, sometimes those gold bars will just fly off the edge and you're like, what the hell? What is even the point? Also, double fat stacks of cash in the rafters. Perfect. Yeah. Whoops. Didn't see it there, buddy. I'm sorry. But having gone up through this area, it's time to actually take on the boss by heading up into the belfry where the bats of moonlight laugh. We must stare into a crystal ball and only see the past. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Overset Possessor, and he challenges us to a time gauntlet of sorts where each hour of the clock will indicate a different fight that we need to do against a certain number of enemies. The first one is a nice little warm-up, just a little greeny, but of course, as time goes on, things will get a lot more difficult, and enemies will get very annoying. And as you guys can see, you can actually get a lot of gold out of these guys if you manage to do it just right, but we have a very harsh overhead view of our fight here, so being able to fight them fairly is not really conducive to this game's playstyle, especially because you can aim up, but the ghosts can also go above you. It's just harder to tell, but I guess that's where the 3D slider really comes in handy. So speaking of, you do want to avoid the hands, and you'll notice that time is actually ticking, and if the minute hand, ooh, 3 of them, yes, beautiful. If the minute hand makes a full rotation, you will have to do that challenge one more time. But what is very interesting that you'll probably have to employ is you can reverse time by sucking on the minute hand clock back to 12, and you'll be able to extend your time against certain battles, which will definitely be useful. So let's get these slammers, yeah, and all that cash money, man. It's so good. And on every 4th hour, we're gonna have to take on the poltergeist himself. Or possessor, rather. Now, this is really annoying. I always get hit by this guy because the rubber banding on him is so egregiously hard. And he will run into the wall 4 times before letting you flash him and sucking off his first overcoat. I want some hearts, so I'm going for the 3 charge. And there we go. God damn, dude. And the battle continues. Things will get more difficult as a result. So they do give you some pretty easy sort of runs, like this guy right here. So 5 is easy. We just have to get these sand beetles and then we're good. But then comes the issue of introducing sand to the fights. You're gonna have a little bit of trouble running away from things. So the clock strikes 6 and we've got ourselves, oh, sneakers, man. I hate these guys. Oh, yes, get in there, yeah. Oh, look at all that money. Oh, please don't go under the stage, thank you. All right, that actually was probably one of the roughest, oh, actually, never mind, this one sucks. So these guys have hammers and shields, and getting them to not suck is good. Nope, oh, I was so close, I wanted to jump over the thing. That would have been so good. All right, well, separating them is good, but because I flashed them, they're good. Get out of there, man. All right, you need to get rid of that. I think we just, God, this is so annoying. I truly hate greenies that have a shield and a weapon. You don't see them all that often, but they're so annoying. So to demonstrate our little time-saving mechanics, which is kind of cheating, you can just go ahead and suck it backwards and you'll be good. Keep in mind, the hands are solid objects, so you can't just step over them. But sometimes I have been able to jump over if I'm being suctioned by a ghost. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we're gonna have ourselves a nasty case of the mummies. So this is where you probably actually just want to send these guys into the clock hands from the other side of where you are right now. So let's, there we go. Yeah. And probably just take them out one-on-one. That's, I think, the more handy method of doing this, but yeah, these guys are super annoying. All right, but yeah, a lot of people are not a big fan of this particular boss fight because it's just a fight against a lot of different ghosts, and it's just a ghost gauntlet. But personally, I don't mind it. I do enjoy just being able to kind of test my mettle, you know, and just to see if I can take them out, and that didn't make any sense. I cannot wait to be done with these damn mummies. So we'll go and flash last one in. You are finished, my friend. There we go. Next phase. Actually, no, that was the last phase. It's time for his next phase. All right, here we go. What do you got for me, Mr. Offset? I think you have something, or Overset. Let's get out of here. So he's really good at just finding out where you're gonna go, and just like it's just so consistently inconsistent, or maybe the other way around. But we didn't get hit that time, so that is good. The least amount of damage we could take here is the best amount of damage we can take. So I do want those, and I think phase 9 is another easy one. Yeah, it's just these guys, but without sand for some reason, and they all come out of 9. So I feel like something's messed up here, but we just gotta keep doing this. Oh, you know what? It's to introduce that the minute clock is now going to burn you if you touch it. And there are gonna be some ghosts that we're gonna be fighting here shortly. I'll make that all the more closer to reality. Starting with, ooh, okay, creepers. No, these are creepers. All right, so let's get these cast forms out of here. And there's actually a bunch here in the middle, if we can get them all, or at least 3 of them, there you go. As you guys saw, you can only suck in 3 ghosts at a time, which is really unfortunate, but it's still satisfying nonetheless. But there we go. That's actually a very easy phase. We probably got like $400 out of it. All right, 11 is kind of weird because if I'm not mistaken, it's death, sex, and exploding robots. So basically just run for your life. Jeez, because they're all just gonna explode all next to each other. This is not good. Leave me be, man. All right, one of them is on the clock hands, and why did it zoom in so much? God, now I'm starting to feel claustrophobic, but now for the ultimate showdown. The clock strikes 12, and one of every ghost basically will appear here. This is a very difficult to do consistently because you're gonna have a sneaker right off the bat. Then you have these guys, oh my God, and the perspective of just going overhead is so annoying. Oh, and then they bring in this guy. All right, so don't let him get you scared. All right, here we go, come on, man, come on, go. Oh no, I wanted to jump. Okay, this is a cluster of nonsense. All right, here we go. Wish I could burn these ghosts, man. All right, both of you, please. Oh, yeah. All right, try to avoid death in this guy. Screw the money. I have rules. All right. Yeah, taunt me, you jerk. And with that, he gives me a well-deserved heart. All right. I will not be able to collect my riches. That's okay because I have my life. And now for the final phase of the Possessor. He's gonna come out here and do the exact same thing. There's literally, he doesn't give you like more bounces. He's probably even more rubber bandy, but overall just no change. So with that, we've finally done it. Get in there, son of a gun, man. Oh man, Luigi was so excited. Also, can somebody explain why the face of the clock is facing directly upwards towards the sky?
Hello?
Do you see this? Do you see this? Outstanding, Luigi. That Possessor didn't stand a ghost of a chance. You really cleaned his clock. Hold still. I'll bring you back.
Ow. Ho ho! Whew.
And once again, the stage has to have the last word on Luigi's finely tuned antics, but we did pretty good on time. 9:45, 30 ghosts, which is a lot. 45, ooh, that kind of hurts. And all the treasure we collected amounts to a wonderfully earned 3-star rank. Oh yeah, Luigi time. Perfect. All right, let's go home and on to bigger and better mansions. I know, it was a fantastic job I did, isn't it? Welcome back, Luigi. You are mighty heroic up there fighting that Possessor ghost. Criminy, I can actually hear the Possessor raging around, or might just be your stomach. Let's get him into the vault, quickly. All right, let's do it as we've done many times before. Also, why is your alarm going off like that? All right, so we got a fat boy, didn't we? Oh, look at that. That's even a fatter boy. And we got a pretty decent chunk of cash, so there we go. Nice. Job well done, and because we've beaten every mission and collected all of the booze, we've unlocked the outlandish interruption. Beautiful. Right? Yeah, maybe not. We'll see. But first, a little pep talk. The longer the Possessor ghosts remain with the Dark Moon pieces, the stronger they seem to get. Ah, yes, the natural progression of video games. Good thing I've been working on upgrades for the Poltergust. Wait, you saw more upgrades? I hope so. Anyways, let's get up the Dark Moon piece as we've done many times before as well. Ladies and gentlemen, are you guys ready? Even just seeing the fog clear from this stage, I am so excited. And yes, we just saw it. So now we get to see it in even lower resolution than we did before. But our fourth mansion area has been unlocked and something just disappeared off the floor. But It's the top of the mountains. That's the coldest part of Evershade Valley. I hope you brought your winter coat. You know, that'd be kind of cool if you could equip Luigi with different outfits, kind of like in Scarescraper, but nope, we gotta stick with the OG nonsense. But that does it for our time in the old Clockworks. Join me next time as we enter the secret mine. Up in the mountains, in a spooky place. I love the aesthetic of this place. It's abandoned, it's creepy, and it's the perfect environment for Luigi to venture. Whew, I hope to see you guys then. Oh, I can't wait, man.